Hi everybody, this is Amy and I'm going to go over some basic things about the OneNote for our class. So this is digital video audio. I am on the welcome page right here. I just want you to know that all the content is in the content library and then the collaboration space is where we work together. So when I click on the content library, it takes you here. At the very top, there's tabs up above. The course basics are located right here, and the website I have for the class is listed, and then we have a YouTube channel. This is just a screenshot of what's on the webpage. The syllabus for our class is right here. I just updated that so it should be up to all the information should be right. The media standards are here. There's rubrics that we use. We use the media standards, rubrics, and art also. So this link takes you to a Google Doc, which opens up the rubrics for you. So you have access to that. This is also on my website too. So this is the document that holds all of the rubrics. And I put that there. So if I have to change anything or make an adjustment, then I just have to update it in one place. Okay, let's go back to the OneNote. So there's lots of other things here. We talk about how to name files in class. If you ever lose your Adobe Creative Cloud on your laptop, these are instructions to get that back. So also let me know and I can help you with it. But these instructions have visuals and it takes you through, I'm going to move myself there. It takes you through the steps of getting the Creative Cloud on your laptop, turning in work, getting photo permission from a staff member. You have to have that if you're going to include a staff member or a teacher in your films. And then there's some videos here about the fundamentals of art and the principles of design, elements of art. These are really great videos, and they have actually really good transitions and graphics and things. So that's the course basics. The calendar for our class is right here. It's a bright yellow tab. And basically, it's every single day I go in and I type a summary of what we do in class, and it has links. For example, on Tuesday, the 11th, we went over the syllabus, and there's the link that goes to the syllabus. Let's go back to the calendar again. Every class period, we start with this, and you should go here if you're absent, and you can see what we did and what we're going to do. Sometimes I plan ahead, sometimes I do it the day before. There's resources for our class, how to use Adobe Spark, because we're going to be using that in the class, and then copyright-free images and video. I've added some more to the bottom. I'm going to be cleaning up this page for you. Some of these aren't working anymore. They used to. If you have some great ones, you can email me some links to music and sound effects and videos and images. That would be great. And then there's reverse image Google search if you ever need that. I use that often. The Premiere tutorials are right here. I'm also going to be cleaning these up a little bit. But we went over this in class, and basically this sheet here, this response tutorial sheet, if you can answer all of those questions on the sheet, you basically understand the ins and outs of Premiere. Even though this is 2017, it still applies. So I'm not going to require this sheet, but it's a great guideline to help you decide what you need to know, what do you know, and then all the tutorials are here. In class, I showed you these. They're all numbered. There's 12 total. These are the Adobe Premiere tutorials that are professionally made. So the very first blue line up here is a link, and it takes you to the Adobe tutorials. The information below is a summary of what you're going to learn in that tutorial. You don't have to memorize anything. You just have to go and watch these tutorials if it's something you need to learn. So when you click the link in OneNote, it takes you here. Creating a project. These videos are really fabulous because they take you step by step through parts of Premiere that you need to know. We do go over these in class, but it's your responsibility to watch these if you need information. So here's what they look like.
When you first start Adobe Premiere Pro, this is what you see. This is the start screen.
So these are really great because they take you through the steps of one step to the next step on how to just get started. So, I mean, that's 4 minutes long. And then it says what you've learned. And then in this one, it's the workspace overview. This is really important. I might actually show this in class because it's really beneficial. It goes over the workspace in Premiere. It's 3 minutes long. It doesn't take you that much time. If you watch this once or twice, you'll really get a good feel for the Premiere workspace. And the next one is importing media. I showed you in class how to quickly import media from a folder, but this shows you how to pull media from the media browser, which is really handy, and how to organize your clips. Then building a sequence is actually building your film. So when you make films in our class, you are building a sequence. And this one, let's see how long this one is. That's 5 minutes long. So that's the first lesson right there. So if you spend a little bit of time working on those, it's going to help you. Exploring the panels, there's a video Premiere video link that's specifically for that. Editing, graphics, trimming clips and sequences. These are all things we've actually quickly gone over in class and we'll spend more time during class also, but please use these. They're really beneficial. The one that has the most information, I think, is the sounds and music. If you're using anyone else's music, you need to give them credit, and it needs to be copyright free. There's sound effects and music library here, and there's lots of lists of information. You can even make your own music. Here's some really cool sites you could use. And if you have your own, like I said, email me and I'll add those in. You can even record yourself playing music on an instrument if you want to use your own music for your own videos. And then there's an audio tutorial editing 5.5-minute video that shows you how to edit audio in Premiere. So I put my own tutorials in here also. There's also a tutorial on improving audio, frame rates and clip speed, making your videos faster or slower, exporting and sharing a video, which we have specific parameters that we do. We export ours as a 264 file usually. And then there's an image here, and this basically is a screenshot of how you're supposed to set up when you export. It's pretty straightforward. So in this tab here, in the Premiere tutorials, you're gonna visit this a lot. There's some advanced tutorials. There's a link to Bellevue High School. They used to have some really good ones. I need to double check that. And then I also make some I also make some tutorials. Some of these are in my Google Drive, and I'll be making more videos and adding those in. One of the things that we talk about is the camera. It's really important that you understand how a DSLR works, because we have brand new cameras and they're DSLRs and they film and they have microphones and nice mics on them. So we use those. We also have handheld camcorders that we use as well. So you'll have to review this information. We have driving questions for all of the modules that we do. And then from here, I'll be adding different tabs at the top here. So you'll see the next one might be composition, or it might be cinematography, or it might be the PSA, public service announcement, or it might be the narrative. So your main things are up here, and then the pages within are right here. The collaboration space is right here. We have a need to know list started already. This one's what do you need to know about Premiere? So we've got that going. If there are things that you're not sure about, add them in here, because I read this and then I instruct in class and I help you with what you need to know. Some of you already have a good grasp of Premiere, and maybe you need to know, like this one, here's a great one. How do you combine videos into one file? I can help you with that. There's an equipment checkout that's very important. Thank you to my students who put this in here. That's excellent. You put the date. You add your names, because we work in groups mostly for most of our projects. And then what equipment you're checking out during class time. If you have any issues, you need to write that in here. And if there's anything that you need to note, like I don't know what that's about, we can delete that. Sometimes I put notes in. So please check out your equipment. We have one for February. We'll have one for each month. If you have any questions about how the OneNote works, please let me know. I will distribute things to you with assignments, but most of our work is turning work into the Dropbox, and I'll make another video about that. Thanks for watching, and email me or ask me in class if you have any questions about OneNote and how to use it and where to find things. Thank you.